Okay, good morning, you guys. Happy Monday. Again, we are getting used to doing these Monday calls, and they are here for you. So I'm just going to talk a little bit. Hopefully, somebody will pop on. If not, no problem. I want to talk about a couple things today that we'll be able to do. I do want to always kind of come on, and when we start to do these calls, I want to talk about wins, successes, struggles, because we know we have them, what we're doing to kind of help each other, and what we can do to support each other. Questions on nutrition. I think nutrition is one of the hardest pieces of this whole solution, and I'm there always struggling with nutrition too, trying to stay focused, trying to keep on things. So I want to talk about those things. I'll talk a little bit about my week last week. So I started off very strong. Water was a little difficult towards the end of the week until we hit some baseball games, and then I was drinking water like there was no tomorrow because I was so stinking hot. But it's really important to make sure you're getting your water in. So make sure that when you're doing your water that you're drinking half of your weight in ounces of water. And then I just always round up. So I know what I need to get in, but my goal is to get 100. That's my goal. I have this water bottle. This one's a 26 ouncer. So I know I need at least 4 of these a day. That's my goal. And then I also try to look at goals, right? So if I know I need to drink 4 of these a day, I try to drink one by mid morning, another by lunch, another by mid afternoon, another by dinner. So then I know that I've got all my water in by dinner time. I'm not trying to guzzle it at the end, which I do do that sometimes. But then that will help me from doing any late night bathroom visits because my bladder is full. So I always try to make games with it. I always try to have fun with it. I try to figure things out. And then I follow, or I have been following To Be Mindset. So I make sure, that I get 16 ounces of water in before I eat anything. So that's super key. So I would probably say in my successes is that I was getting it in before I ate meals. If I had any snacks, I wasn't super solid about getting my water in, which probably would have prevented, oh, excuse me, I need to get some coffee. This weekend kind of wore me out. I don't always, then I eat the snack because I didn't drink the water, and I probably wouldn't have had the snack had I had the water. So I'm super excited about that, which PS, if you looked at my email that came out last week, Bevy is now released and it's now available for purchase. Bevy is a fiber-filled drink. It's a 15-calorie drink. It's got a lot of different things in it. It's got some green tea extract, but it doesn't have caffeine, so it's not going to keep you up at night. It keeps you full. It's got some fiber in it, and it's got some additional items in there that can help us all, but it will help us get water in. Tastes delicious there, and it helps with weight loss too because it helps us stay away from cravings and stuff like that. So it kind of helps curb those cravings. Couldn't think of my words. So I'm excited for that. There's lemon and there's pomegranate. So I ordered the pomegranate, so I can. So that's hopefully going to come in this week. Crossing my fingers. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today was habits and how habits can make a difference in your life. And I know that one of the things we do a lot of the times is work on habits every day. And the different habits that you build are going to be based on doing it slowly. So think about like when you put your pants on. When you put them on, you put them on the same way every day? Like I literally will open them up. I'll put my right leg in, balance on my left leg. Seriously, I think I need to get some coffee, you guys. I busted my butt this weekend or this morning on my workout too. I put my right leg in, I balance on my left, and then I balance on my right and put my left leg in, I pull them up and I put them on. Same way with your shower. Like when you notice, like when you take a shower, you go in, you do the same routine every time. So I get in, most of the times I don't wash my hair, so I have my hair cap on. But as soon as I get in, I literally just pour myself underneath it. I get my sponge, I put my soap on it, I rub it in, and then I always start on my left arm every time. always start on my left arm, go across my chest, go down my right, and then I go down my body, I go down my left leg, and I go down my right leg. And then as soon as I'm done, I rinse off, I squish it out, hang it back up, and I wash my face. And then I shave my legs. And I always start with my left leg, and then I work my way to my right leg, and then I work my way to my pits. So it's the way it is. It's habits. It's the same thing you do every time. When I dry off, I put my towel on the exact same way. When I get out of there, I do my exact same routine. Think about if you are driving to work, or you're driving to your kid's school, or driving to church. If you go the same thing every day, you go the exact same route. How many times do you, well, maybe it's just because of the way I have to leave my house, but if I need to go in one direction for work, and then I hit a spot where I turn another direction when I'm going to Target, sometimes I just drive like I was going to work. And it's just habit, right? You don't even think about it. Or do you ever like get to work and you're like, I don't even remember how I got here. Like, I don't even remember the drive here. It's habit. Those little things are habits that you do every single day that you build on. You brush your teeth the exact same way, right? So what about if you want to start a new habit? How do you go about that? How do you work new habits into your system, right? So one of the things I have found is there's a book called Tiny Habits. That one is a fantastic book, but she also talks about it in the 10-second rule, which is our book that we're going to talk about today. But habits are ways that we have to form it. So we have to start with small habits. And I always say, always, always, always habit stack, because I feel like that makes a big difference. So for an example, if you know you already are going to eat breakfast, add in 16 ounces of water. You know you're already going to eat lunch, add in 16 ounces of water. So you're adding one little stack or one little habit to something that you're already going to do, right? So like for an example, I already know in the morning I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to brush my teeth and I'm going to put my contacts in. So what I started to do a while ago was start to put my AirPods in my bathroom at night, so that in the morning I literally put cold water on my face to wake up. I throw my AirPods in, and while I'm brushing my teeth and while I'm getting dressed and I'm getting my hair put up and I'm grabbing my tennis shoes and my socks, I'm listening to personal development. I'm listening to my affirmations. I do that every morning, and that now becomes a habit. And I started it by habit stacking, adding one little thing to something I'm already doing. Okay. And so in the book Tiny Habits, he talks about how he wants to start to floss his teeth, and he can never remember to floss his teeth every day. So he started by flossing one tooth a night after he brushed his teeth. And then he started to do, and then he was like, well, if I'm going to floss one, I might as well floss them all. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, I need coffee. So he just continued going on that direction. So that's what I think is so amazing. That's what I think is so awesome, is that you can habit stack little things that you do every single day. Okay. So what I did was, I'm going to share my screen here. I have for you a habit tracker that I'm going to post. Oh shoot, where did it go? Hold on, I'm going to pull it back up. Oh, here it is. I'm going to post this in our next email and in our group. This is a habit tracker. And I want you to kind of think about what are some habits that you want to get started for the month of August. And let's go ahead and start to identify what they are and how can you stack them onto another habit that you have already created, that you already have in your routine, right? And so maybe it's even like every time I wash my body, I'm going to say, I am beautiful. I am amazing and I am beautiful. It can be anything little. So you're going to say this month, I will, and then you're going to add whatever new habit you're going to put in there and why you're going to do it, because it will help me with my confidence. I will add in 16 ounces of water before I eat every time, because it will help me with my health goals. See what I'm saying? So you want to add in what your new habit is and why you're going to do it. And then starting in August, we can start to track off, and you can print this every month. You can start to mark off every day that you do it. And that's what's going to start to build your habit. They say 21 days you can build a habit. I think, get it in for 30 days and keep going. It's easy to break out of those that you're not consistent with. And sometimes it's very easy to do them Monday through Friday, and then you forget on the weekends, and then it's kind of hard to get back going. So I always tell people, really try to be consistent with it every single day. And put this habit tracker somewhere where you can see it every day. Maybe it's on your bathroom mirror. Maybe it's on your fridge. Maybe it's on your closet door, somewhere on your underwear drawer, somewhere that you go every day that you can see what this habit is. And share the new habit with your family. Ask them to keep you accountable. Ask them to say to you, Mom, did you do your water today? Did you get your 100 ounces of water in? Maybe your kids want to do a water goal with you. Water's so, so important. And I think that for so many of us growing up, we never even knew the importance of water and how much we needed water. And I know we didn't. We never talked about that. What we drank as kids was milk. We had to drink milk every meal of every day, and we got one special drink a week. And for me, that was always a pop, because we never got it, or a soda, whatever you call it. I call it pop. My kids sometimes laugh at me. Anyway, so that's what we drink. Now I encourage my kids to drink water. I tell them, I'm like, you need to drink more water. Like, I'm not a huge milk drinker. You're going to get your vitamin C, or what is it? Vitamin D, whatever, calcium. You're going to get it in other ways. I truly believe you need water. You need to learn to appreciate water, drink water, find different ways, and be creative on how you get your water in. Some people don't like plain water. There's lots of ways you can get water, and you can put in lots of like cucumbers and mint. You can put in lemon, oranges. People put strawberries in for the extra flavor. So be creative on ways that you can get that extra water in, and create your habit tracker today. So I will post that in our group. I will post that in the threads, so that you can start to build those habits. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. And I want to talk really quickly, since it's just myself, about the 5-second rule. You guys, this book is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. I listened to it on Audible, but I did buy the printed version because I do like to highlight, and I wanted to have it as reference. But I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things that she talks about in here. In part 3. Part 3 is where we're at. And she talks about the courage to change your behavior. So you do need to use the 5-second rule and the courage to make the changes every day. You don't, the first week you get started, you are excited, you are motivated, you want to do this, you feel fantastic. And then you get to days 3, 4, and maybe even 5, and you're like, okay, dude, I'm tired. I'm sore. I don't want to look at another salad. Like, I want to go back to my burgers and fries or whatever we want. But it's very important to understand that, like, if you don't make those changes and you don't find the motivation and the courage to make the changes, everything's going to stay the same. Nothing's going to change, right? So have you ever heard that saying, like, oh shoot, how does it go? I completely forgot. You can do the same thing over and over again and expect different no. Insanity. Oh my gosh, you guys. I got to find this for you because it's one of my favorite quotes. And for some reason, I cannot remember how it goes. It's the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. It's never going to happen. That is never going to happen, which is why we're going to work on the habit tracker, trying to build those new habits to make the changes, to see the changes that you want to see every single day. Like, that is what is very important. So it's very important to have the changes you need to make and to do them every day. And so one of the things Mel Robbins talks about is the courage to improve your health, the courage to improve your health. And she says in here, the fact is that thinking about being healthier won't make you healthier. Even meditation, which is a mental exercise, still requires that you do it. There's no getting around this. You must take action. So if you joined us and you're like, I just want to feel better. I want to lose weight. I want to tone up. I have no energy. Like, I need to be better about what I'm taking care of my body and how I'm doing it. You have to put in the work. You have to do it. That is one of the things that I will say, like, I will cheer you on 100%. But girlfriend, if you are not showing up and pressing play on the days you need to press play, and you're not showing up and eating good for breakfast and eating good for lunch, but eating a crappy dinner every day, things will change a little, but they're not going to change a lot. You have to take control in both areas, your kitchen and in your movement. And you have to make changes up here. That's the only way you're going to see success. And I will give you tough love to say, sister, that's what's got to happen. You've got to do it that way. Sorry, I'm getting all fired up and I want to make sure I'm coming at you. She talks about courage is the commitment to begin without any guarantee of success. And that is super, super important. You have to show up to show success. So she talks a lot about showing up for your gym, you know, running, whatever it is, you got to figure out what the plan is and you got to show up. And so it might be even be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you got to do it. So one of the things I did to start to show up for my business or for my health journey is to literally put my workout clothes out at night. So they're the first thing I put in the morning. I don't hum and haw about like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to do? I don't even know. Like, I already know tonight I'll put out my workout clothes. Tomorrow morning I'll put them on. I'll brush my teeth. I'll wash my face. I'll put my contacts in while I'm listening to my affirmations, because that was a habit I started. And I know that I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to get my house open. I'm going to get my Energize going, and I'm going to do my app, or for my visualization, I'm going to do my power statements, and I'm going to get ready while I drink my Energize, get a little personal development in, and I'm going to go press play. That's just the way it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's just how it goes. And I know that I can't change out of my workout clothes until I get it done. So yesterday I put them on, and it took me about 2 hours before I ever got it, because I was just fiddle farting around and getting stuff done for our groups and things like that. And I just didn't want to do it. And it was stretching, you guys. It was legit stretching. And a part of me was like, I don't really need it. Like, I can go without it today. And I'm like, nope, you can't get ready for this open house until you press play. So I just went ahead and pressed play because that was what's very important. She talked about productivity in here and how to increase productivity. That one I thought was really good. I really liked how she talked about her morning routine and how she owns her morning. And one of the things that I have found is that that is very, very critical to my success, is that morning happy hour for myself. I have to focus on myself first. And I find that when I don't do that, my morning's kind of a mess. So last night I went and set my alarm for 6 a.m. because I didn't get to bed till almost midnight. So if I get about 6 hours of sleep, that's pretty good. I really need to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. With teenagers, it just doesn't happen. So set my alarm for 6 a.m., went to bed. My husband's alarm went off. And when my husband's alarm goes off, that means that I either missed my alarm or I didn't set it right. So I hopped out of bed and I realized I was 25 minutes late on my morning. He had already, and he hits the snooze like 3 times. Like, you know what she says about the snooze button. So I was already running about 30 minutes behind. So I walked through my stuff and I needed to get my workout in because I had a team call this morning at 7:30. And I knew that if I do my full hour of morning routine, I was going to be late. And I needed to make sure that I was going to step up and figure out where to get my control in on time. So I held off on my personal development. I held off on my visualization, and I'm going to do that in a little bit. But it threw me, you guys. It legit threw me. And now I'm, it kind of made me like figure out like, what do I need to do to fix this, right? When you wake up and you start your morning routine and you do it for you, you don't check your messages, you don't check your emails, you don't check any of that stuff. Like, you literally leave your phone, it makes a big difference. You have to fill your cup up first. And do you ever find like when you focus on you and your cup, and in the beginning, the rest comes in place. I'm a better mother. I was a better employee. Like, I can do life better because I filled my cup up. I can bring more fire to you because I filled my cup up. I did listen to a podcast that kind of got me going. And then I listened to my affirmations. So I know that I had a little bit of that. And then I got a good ass workout in, sweated up a storm. And then while I registered for my kids for school, I listened to something else because I needed to get that done this morning. So, making sure you get into that daily routine and owning your morning makes such a huge difference. And she says, start before you're ready. Don't prepare, just begin. Like, figure out a way that tomorrow morning I'm going to add something. And when I started my morning happy hour, one thing I will tell you, I read the book Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. That book is phenomenal. If you haven't read it, he walks you through exactly the steps on how to do it. And I will actually post in the group threads, like Owning Your Morning. It's a podcast episode that my upline did, Micah Folsom. She's amazing. And she talks, guys, this piece of hair is really driving me crazy. She talks about owning your morning and the importance of it, but it's so, so good. And I just want to share that with you. But the morning routine is very critical. And so maybe you start with waking up 30 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier. I heard this one time and I was like, that's brilliant. Wake up on the offensive instead of on the defensive. So do you ever, as a mom, and this used to happen to me all the time, wake up when the kids come and get you up? I used to do that all the time and just praying that they would sleep in a little bit longer so I could sleep in a little bit longer. But when they get up and they wake you up, now they want cereal. Now they want milk. I need to change their diaper, or they need to go to the bathroom or whatever. And now I'm doing everything for them. And I haven't done one thing for me. So I wake up and I'm tired and I'm cranky and I'm like, oh, why didn't you sleep longer? Like, this is so tough and blah, 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 blah. Where when you wake up on the offensive, you've done all the things that you need to do. So when they get up, you're like, yes, cereal, let's do it. Let's get you some milk. Let's get you fed. Let's get you changed. Let's get some cartoons on. Let's have some fun this morning. You're not thinking about, crap, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. You're already done. You're on the offensive versus the defensive for yourself. It makes a huge, huge difference. She talks a lot about ending procrastination, to be productive. Like, she talked about, like, no matter what you have to do, whatever kind of timeline you give yourself in, you'll get it done. But stop procrastinating. That was a good, so she said, you'll either find a way or you'll find an excuse, which I thought was excellent, because how many times do you say, I couldn't do my weight journey or my health journey because blah, blah, blah. Happens all the time. Happens all the freaking time. So if you have not read this book, get into it. You're going to love it. It's one of my favorites. She's amazing. Next week, we're going to talk about part 4. And actually, part 4 is not that long. And since we have one more week in the month, one more Monday, we're going to chat. Let's do parts 4 and 5. Finish this book out. It's super fast read, actually. It's not that bad. So I definitely think we can finish the book out. I'm excited. I really want you to see what you can do to change your life. This book was a game changer for me. And I will announce the next book probably this week so that you have time to order it, you have time to get it. I'm hoping that I see more people pop on this as we do these more often. I'm loving this book. I really want to bring more value to you guys. I want to be here to answer questions, share successes, share wins, talk about struggles, so I can be there for you. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. We will talk soon. See you guys in the group. Keep rocking your journey. I love you guys.